please subscribe. Toy box treats tonight. Memories unlocked. Toy box treats tonight.
Howdy friends, and welcome back to Toy Box Nostalgia. I'm Douglas, and in this video we're going to be unboxing and reviewing and taking a super duper close look at the absolute brand new 2024 Super7 ThunderCats Deluxe Monkian action figure. Deluxe action figure, absolutely awesome. This looks beautiful, by the way. I could tell right away that it doesn't have that same wonderful ab crunch that Lion-O had. That was very special treatment, I'm guessing, just for that action figure, but that's okay. We'll take a closer look at that. Only comes with one accessory. This is a super simple action figure on a blister for 35 bucks on a peg at Target. That's super exciting to me. I don't know what it is. My Target only got one of each. And Monkian just sat there for weeks on the peg, and I felt bad, so I just bought them. Just check them out right here on the channel. I love these action figures, and again, I'm just super excited to see them on the pegs and them being half decent. Like, this looks... Wait till you see this. It looks amazing. If you're new to Toy Box Nostalgia, you'd love to see more content like this, show up into your YouTube newsfeed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It truly helps out the channel. If you're a ThunderCats fan, if you're a fan of Super7, or if you're just a fan of Toy Box Nostalgia, please give me a thumbs up. I'd love you so much forever for it. And drop a comment below letting me know what you think of these action figures, these new deluxe action figures from Super7. I'm glad they started with ThunderCats. I think that's really awesome, but I'd love to kick off the conversation to hear what you think about these. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. Let's just go ahead and dive right in. Okay, my friends, let's start off by taking a look at this packaging. We already saw this packaging with Lion-O if you've seen my last video. This is kind of beat up. This is a really crazy bent up card. Again, this was sitting for a while, and I feel like people were taking it off of the peg and just laying it in random places, so it's kind of beat up. But it's very simplistic, and it does its job. You know, we have the giant ThunderCats logo here on the front. We have that new deluxe logo from Super7. I think it's new. 14 plus years of age to own this action figure, and then it says Super7 at the top right here. We have the action figure and the single accessory in this big, beautiful, crystal clear bubble. Like, this looks like a window. Very cool. We have this piece of paper right here. It says Monkian Deluxe Action Figure. We got that big Deluxe DX logo on the side of the paper on either side. It does continue to the bottom, as we see right there, a lot of words, including the barcode in case you need it. Again, this is very simplistic, and that is the beauty of it. Besides the fact that I feel like this looks really, really close to Monkian, what Monkian looked like in the cartoon. And I haven't seen the cartoon in a while, but this is how I remember Monkian. As I was talking about before, about, you know, how we remember the way characters look like in those shows in the 1980s changes. Everybody has a different view of what characters look like, I feel like, from the 1980s cartoons. And that's what I love about so many toy manufacturers making these, because essentially, and hopefully, everybody finally gets their favorite version, right? I think this might be my favorite version, but let's go ahead and take it out of the package and find out. Boom! There he is in the bubble. Very cool. He's giving off a very strong odor. It smells like toys that you would get from McDonald's in the 1990s, early 1990s, 1980s. It smells like a McDonald's toy to me. Very strong vinyl smell. Does not smell like mothballs like Lion-O did. That was so weird. But this is, again, this is all we get. Look at those feet. This is such a gorgeous sculpt. I love this. I can't wait to get this out of here. So let's just go ahead and do that. Oh, okay. Calm down. Man, I'm getting good at taking these out of the package, right? Should probably put that on my resume one day, right? Wow. So the accessory. Let's start with accessories, my friends. This has a real chain on it. This is a real chain with two plastic ends, and this is a flail. So we got this huge ball right here with these spikes on it. Very, very crazy looking. We have the chain of the flail, and then we have this beautiful handle. and it really looks like it's made out of steel in person when you're just looking at it. Like, I thought this may have been like pewter or lead or something, you know, minus the chain being so, you know, so shiny. But this looks fantastic. I love the paint application of this. It's very cool and so simple. This is the only accessory you get is a flail that looks like it can absolutely destroy someone, even if they were wearing armor. This is awesome, and especially considering how big this dude is. All right, so let's move into action figure details, my friends. Let's take a close look at this beautiful face. This Monkian face, right? Take a look at that. I'm loving the paint application. I'm loving the sculpt, everything about it. I love it. I think Super7 killed it with this. This is it, man. This is my favorite Monkian action figure. It's got some sort of like oil on it, probably from the manufacturing process. I love the fur sculpt. It's like way out there, and it's very soft. I don't know if you saw me playing with this beard. In the beginning, this part's very soft too. All of this is like super duper soft. I'm loving this. Look at the fur on the back, the sculpt, the paint application is amazing. He doesn't have anything on the front here, but we could take a look. This fur starts right here and wraps all the way around the back to the other side. Very, very cool. This action figure is huge, by the way. This is a big one. And we'll definitely do a comparison with the new Lion-O as far as like measurements go for height. But this is absolutely beautiful. I'm loving these bands right here. They're also soft vinyl, like very, very soft. These are part of the sculpt, the plastic. Yeah, all three of these are part of the plastic sculpt, so they're not the soft vinyl. But all of this is all soft vinyl here. Yep, and then these around the knee right here, these are soft vinyl also. These are just, they're not part of the sculpt. Very cool. I love the loincloth. The details are like perfect. I didn't imagine them having this much detail on a deluxe action figure. For some reason in my mind, because of the way Lion-O looked, I thought these were all going to look like straight up, like very simplistic, very minimal, like straight from the cartoon. Just that cool. I love this. The details are great. I love the fur sculpt in the torso area. I love the muscle sculpts. Very, very muscular. Very cool. Great job there. And just hyper realistic. The tendons, everything looks great as far as like all of the details go. Let's take a look at his teeth. Yeah, those teeth are great. This is absolutely beautiful. I love the horn sticking out of the helmet right there. I don't think you definitely can't remove the helmet. This strap right here is very, very soft vinyl, just like the beard. And the hair and all of the hair coming off the shoulders. This is so cool. I'm absolutely loving this. Take a look at the eyes, though, the way the eyes are painted. That is wonderful. I love this. I love the ears. Check out his ears sticking out there. Let's take a look at the hands. You can see that they are very claw-like. Yeah, kind of remind me, honestly, of like Venom's hands or something, you know, from like Marvel, right? You know, just crazy claws, very cool. Geez, I'm loving all of the fur sculpt. It's even on the back of the hand. You could see that right there. And it continues everywhere. Look how muscular the legs are. Like, was this a He-Man action figure they reused? I don't know. This is very... The muscles, I feel like they're super toned just because this guy, you know, he's like a primate, right? If you've ever seen a primate, they're always like super duper toned like this because, you know, their diets are way better than humans. So, and they get a lot more exercise, I feel like, than most humans do, especially, you know, as humans get older. The feet have huge gaps between the big toe and the middle toe on either side. They look mirrored, like it doesn't look like they're two different sculpts to me. And yeah, look at all of the fur sculpted onto the foot. The bottoms of the feet have detail. Look at that. Look at those nails too. Crazy nails. And we definitely have two pegs right there if you need some sort of peg system to stand this action figure on. This is the details of this. 100 out of 100. I love it. I think this is absolutely phenomenal. Look at this Monkian, right? Look at the color choices. Like, this is beautiful. Anyways, let's now move into articulation, my friends. I'm going to start with the head. The head's definitely on a ball joint. Let's check that ball joint for movement. we have 360 degrees because it looks like it's on another ball inside there. But taking a look at inside the head there, that's where the ball joint goes into, and that just snaps right in. And yeah, so let's start with tilt. With this massive beard and these the fur on the shoulders, like all of that hair, you might have to take it off of the peg if you want a lot of tilt, and use some sticky tack. I mean, you do get a bunch, but obviously this soft vinyl is going to just hit off of this. Looking down, he could look down really, really well. Looking up, not so much. Yeah, here's straight ahead. This is how much he could look up. Maybe like 4 or 5 degrees extra. So you'll have to like take this off, and again, use some sticky tack. Like if you wanted him looking straight up like this, you'll have to be creative whenever you're taking your toy photographs. Let's move down to the shoulders, my friends. So the shoulders definitely on a peg, so you can swivel it. It's kind of hard to get to it though because of all of this vinyl fur that's around it. We do have obviously a swivel here at the bicep, very cool, making it even harder for me to get in there to show you the movement of that. Yeah, there we go. Kind of show it. There we go, right? I feel like it's tearing off my cuticle, but that's okay. So there's a massive hinge right there. Very awesome. There's my injured cuticle. And then if we go down to the elbow, it's probably on a peg also, as you can spin 360, very cool. But we also have an awesome hinge in there, pretty big one, that goes absolutely straight. Like this is like realistic. I feel like this is hyper realistic. This articulation is awesome. I'm really, really digging it so far. I got to make sure that the biceps are on the right arms, because yeah, they might not be. Maybe they are. It's hard to tell with the fur, but somebody had called out that my Lion-O didn't have the biceps on the right arms. But I can tell you, it is incredibly easy to take the bicep part off of the shoulder. I just ran hot water over it with the arm out like this, like hitting it right here for a while, and then it just like popped right off. And then this piece, I didn't even take this piece out. I just took the hands off and then swapped the full arms whenever I swapped the one for Lion-O. But this looks okay to me. This looks right to me. Tell me in the comments if it's wrong, please, because I just want to make sure that this is right. Moving down to the ab crunch here. So we have that Masters of the Universe classic style ab crunch with that gigantic cut right there. But they sculpted up inside of here, as you see right here, where it's typically hidden. There's actually fur sculpted up there, so it can look pretty seamless. The head really likes to come off, but it doesn't move very much. Like you don't get much, and there's no spin to it at all. That's unfortunate because the one with Lion-O was just so fantastic, man. There's so much that you can do as far as poseability goes, not only for toy photographs, but like if you're just keeping these on display, that was just fantastic. We do get swivel at the waist, but it's going to be that weird cut, as you see right there. Kind of reminds me of like Batman the Animated Series from Todd McFarlane. Like you get that overhang right there. The wrists definitely have hinges that go into the palm on both hands, as you see there. So they're going to move in and out this way rather than up and down. And they do come off. They are, in fact, on pegs, as you see right there, even though this action figure does not come with additional hands. They are swappable with other hands from other action figures, I guess. Which is kind of cool. Yeah, this wants to come off really easy because there's a lot of friction right here. And I feel like if you keep moving it around a lot, like I feel like I should stop moving around a lot. I don't want to wear the paint off of here. That beautiful cream colored paint. You could see it's paint. Take a look at that right there. Like it's definitely just like sprayed on there, the paint. So I would probably just like leave it off. And that way you can, pose the head however you wish, like with a lot more, make it look a lot more realistic and articulated than it really is. Anyways, moving down to the pelvis, my friends, I'm going to open this up here. And we see that there's essentially one big peg that goes through and connects to the hinges here. Very large hinges, and we also have a swivel here at the top of the thigh. That's very cool because, you can move as you can see, maybe you can see down inside there, that swivels really well, and it's a very nice hinge. We'll get a good range of articulation from this. As far as kicking goes, kick straight up and moving the leg back. It's probably inhibited by the stuff wrapped around here. As you see, it's kind of rubbing off of it, and even the loincloth. The loincloth is rather hard, like a hard silicone, even though it does feel soft. So you can get like a good walking motion there, and then spread out, as we saw, pretty darn good. Moving down to the knee, we could swivel at the knee, and there's definitely a huge hinge, as you see right there. And yeah, that's really awesome. I love the cut, like the thigh cut up here on action figures, because of the way you can move the legs. You can move them out a little bit, or, you know, as they're running. You know, it's really nice. You can see the cut up inside there. Moving down to the ankle, we have a hinge at the ankle, and then we have that rocker. It's kind of like the ball rocker, like the ankle is essentially a ball, and it can rotate back and forth like this. So that way, if he's like in a battle-ready stance, his feet can be planted perfectly flat on the ground. And that's it for articulation. Everything else is the same on both sides. And yeah, I think for a Monkian, you know, I really wish that he had that new ab crunch there. It's just that on that Lion-O, it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, as you see here, there's so much movement. There's so much this guy can do. It's like hyper realistic, and I love it. Even this piece down here isn't just a swivel, it also is on a ball. So nice compared to this one. I got a little bit of blue on here. Mine is defective, and I can't put his arm down or up. This hinge right here doesn't work on this unless I put a lot of water, hot water on it, or heat it up. And then when I do, I kind of exercise it, massage it to make it keep going up and down. But then as soon as it cools off, it just seizes again. It doesn't work, unfortunately. I do have another one. I had canceled my pre-order when I found this in the store for Big Bad Toy Store, and then I just pre-ordered it again just so I can get one that works, hopefully, with that issue right there. But yeah, as you can see, the biceps are now on the right arms. And again, these came off really easy. I just hit this with hot water and it just popped right off. And I just like swapped the arms essentially, and then swapped the hands the correct way. I love this. So these two together, this is what they look like together. Let's put the flail inside of Monkian's hand here. Yeah, see, there's no issues with this action figure, as far as nothing is seized up, which is awesome. But seeing these two together, really cool. You could definitely see how much bigger Monkian is from Lion-O. Here, I'll try to put them equal. Yeah, you can see he's about ½ an inch taller. Lion-O's kind of looking right at Monkian's mouth. Yeah, so these are the two DX ThunderCats action figures from Super7. These can be purchased. Again, I found them just at Target, and you can pre-order them or order them online. Big Bad Toy Store has them for pre-order still. I guess mine hasn't shipped yet. I'm not sure what it says for the ship date, but you know, I think it's awesome. There's something about the simplicity of just getting an action figure and like 1 or 2 accessories, not a bunch of hands and stuff. I think it's really cool. I mainly wanted this one because this is the best looking Lion-O I've seen Super7 make, in my opinion. This just like killed all of the others for so many reasons. It's just, I love this Lion-O a lot. This Monkian is definitely my favorite as far as the sculpt and the color choices go. I think this is absolutely perfect. It's a shame I don't have any other Monkian action figures to compare this to. I can't find my other one. I have the Deluxe, or I'm sorry, the Ultimates version, and I can't seem to find it. I don't know where I had misplaced it. I'm pretty sure I threw the bag. I keep this and all their accessories in a big Ziploc bag for every action figure, and I think I accidentally threw it into the wrong bin because it would be really nice to do a comparison, right? I get it, but this is what I got here. I mean, I could show them to you next to. He's definitely not taller than Mumra the Ever Living, but he has that same ab crunch. See, they're pretty much the same. And on this one, if you take a look at it, it's also sculpted inside there. So it's kind of seamless whenever it's bending. It's just, it doesn't do much except that. And then he's got the ab twist there, but he does not twist at the ab crunch. As far as height goes, you can see the difference here. He's the shortest, he's the second shortest, and then obviously this is the tallest. This is not a deluxe action figure. This is the Ultimates version of Mumra the Ever-Living, and it is huge. This is what it looks like when he's holding hands with this Mumra the Ever-Living. And here is the Deluxe Monkian next to the Ultimates version of Panther. Just super cool. This is rad. You can see the height difference here. Panther is shorter. Yeah, I'd say by maybe 3/4 of an inch, maybe half an inch shorter. And then, you know, these three together, they look awesome together. Even if you're mixing your Ultimates with your Deluxe, I think it looks really good. This is simplistic, this is a cheaper version, and it's absolutely well worth it in my opinion. So this has been the Toy Box Nostalgia unboxing and review and super duper close look at the 2024 Super7 Deluxe version of Monkian from the ThunderCats. I'd love to know what you think, so again, please drop a comment below letting me know what you think of this action figure. Will you be picking this action figure up? And if you did, if you took any toy photos of it, I'd love to see them because this thing is gorgeous. Thank you so much for sticking to the end, my friends. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your week, and remember, collect and shoot.